Welcome. This is a well-rounded yin practice designed to release and restore the full body. We'll start in a comfortable seat, closing the eyes, just bringing your energy inwards. You can ground down through the sits bones, lift up through the rest of the spine, and start bringing awareness to your breath. As you inhale, fill into the belly, the ribs, the chest. Exhale out all the air to empty back out. You can keep going with this breath, a nice even inhale and exhale. If the eyes are closed, you'll open them. Inhale, lift the gaze, look up, arch the back. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin in. You can go at your own pace here. Inhale, lifting up, little sense of a back bend. Exhale, rounding forward, feeling that space between the shoulders. Keep going at your own pace, warming up through the spine, following that movement with the breath. And then we'll add on bringing hands to an interlace. Press the palms up overhead as you inhale, again arching the back. Exhale, press palms forward, rounding the spine. Feeling that opening through the shoulders, through the chest. A couple more rounds. Releasing hands back by your sides. You may take a couple shoulder shrugs, just releasing shoulders back and down. And again, arms lift overhead. Cactus the arms, bring them forward, eagle wrap. Left arm over the right, either eagle bind or you could wrap yourself in a hug. Press the elbows forward. Feel the shoulder blades spread apart on the back. Create that space through the back of the heart center. Adding on, you can make some small circles with your elbows, little shoulder flossing here, feeling the scapula move along the ribs. You can keep this movement slow and intentional, staying with that slow and deep breathing. And then change direction on those circles. Unwinding the arms. Again, you could take those shoulder shrugs up and down, release and reset. And once again, bring arms overhead, cactus shape with the arms. Draw them forward, right arm on top of the left, either an eagle wrap of the arms or giving yourself a big hug. Press the elbows forward, feel that space between the shoulders open in the upper back. And when you're ready, you could add those elbow circles, small little circles in front of you, feeling that movement through the shoulder joints. Change direction on those circles. And again, you can unwind the arms. Take some shoulder shrugs up and down, releasing. When that feels like enough, you'll transition to make your way to a tabletop pose, coming onto hands and knees. And if knees are sensitive, feel free to add some padding, maybe a blanket or a towel under the knees. This will go right into cats and cows. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin in. And you keep moving like this at your own pace. Inhale to arch the back. Exhale to round, shoulders stretching up to the ceiling. Feel free to add other movement if it feels intuitive. Just warming up through the hips, the spine, shoulders. Taking one more round, cat and cow. And then begin to make your way onto your belly, lying on the ground. You And bring arms out either side. We're getting ready for the scorpion pose to open the upper chest. Tenting up on the right fingers, press into the fingers, lift the chest, bending right knee, little scorpion tail as you lift that right foot up over left side of the mat. It does not matter if the right foot reaches the ground, you're just getting enough sensation to open the upper left chest. A few breaths right here. Start to unwind, feet on the ground, make a pillow with your hands. You can rest your cheek to one side, maybe even just sway of the hip side to side, releasing. Taking this to a Sphinx pose, you can press up to palms in the forearms, reach that heart forward and up. Feel that activation through the back, but keep this really comfortable in that lower back. If it's feeling intense, you can always come back to the pillow with the hands resting the forehead. Otherwise, you stay here, pressing forearms firmly to the ground, feeling that extension of the heart lift forward and up, supported back bend here. Taking one more breath here. Again, you'll lower to rest the head on your hands. Pause for a moment. Setting up for the scorpion second side, cactus arms wide on the ground, tent up left fingers, bending left knee. You can add that scorpion tail pressing into the fingers, lifting left foot up over to the right. Find that opening through the upper right chest, breathing space into it. And again, you'll slowly unwind. Come to lie back down on the ground, legs straight, making that pillow with your hands to rest your head. And once again, we'll take a Sphinx pose, parallel forearms, press them to the ground to lift the heart forward and up. You may stay here for a deeper variation. You can explore straightening the arms. If that causes discomfort in low back, take it right back to the Sphinx pose, keeping this easy in your body as you feel that opening through the heart center. A couple more breaths right here. And if you're in your seal pose with the arms lifted, first bring forearms back to the ground, coming back to a Sphinx pose. And once you're in your Sphinx pose, once again, make a pillow with the hands, bring the forehead or the cheek to rest. This time you'll bend the knees, sway the feet side to side so you get that release in the low back. When that feels like it's been enough, press yourself back up to a tabletop pose. Maybe you take a few rounds of cat-cow, finding some movement through the spine. And finally, begin to transition to a comfortable seat. You'll want to grab your props, your two blocks, or a stack of books or small stool. If you have blocks, place the blocks lowest height, one on top of the other, so we're making a very small stool to sit on. You'll come to sit, knees open out wide. This is a supported yogi squat malasana. Hands come prayer heart center, elbows resting tops of the thighs, grounding through the sits bones but lifting up with the rest of the spine. You can really feel this rooted energy grounding through the feet, the legs, that tailbone grounding through the props to the earth. Feel that long line of energy travel up the spine, so grounding through the base of the spine, but lifting up through the rest of the vertebrae. And you're very welcome to stay right here. If you would like to take this to a deeper hip opener variation, you can change to grip opposite elbows, round through the back, and let the arms dangle in between the legs, rounding the spine, letting the head drop forward. Your outer arms are pressing into the inner thighs, getting that opening through the hips. Supported variation of a fold. You'll take one more breath right here. Starting to transition this to a ragdoll supported fold, place hands to the ground. Send your seat up as you start to straighten the legs. As you do so, you can grab your props, the blocks, or whatever else you've been sitting on. Move them just a foot forward so you have support under the palms as you step feet together. Very soft bend of the knees, maybe even a little pulses, bending the knees as you first arrive. And then again, you'll ground into the feet. Ground the hands firmly pressing into your props so you feel this closed circuit connecting to the ground. And again, you let the head hang heavy here in this forward fold, keeping this gentle through the backside body, but letting this force of gravity release you deeper into your fold. And sometimes it can help just adding a shake or nod of the head, little pedaling out of the knees, just little movements to allow the body to arrive in this pose. It's really okay if legs don't straighten all the way, just as long as you're feeling this opening through the backs of the thighs and the hamstrings, feeling that opening through the back body as well with that full support, palms to the blocks, really feeling that grounded energy as you allow yourself to release into this fold. Take one more big breath. On your next inhale, press palms to the blocks. Take a half lift for a flat back. And then go ahead, release back down. Step it back into your tabletop pose. You might even take a round of cat-cow, moving props off to the side. It might feel nice to step that right foot back, curling the toes, give it a little shake off, little pulses forward and back. Again, changing sides, stepping left foot back, just releasing. Coming back into a tabletop pose. You have the choice if you want to set this up either for a pigeon pose, or if you prefer, it'll be figure 4 on the back. To show pigeon pose, first step that right foot forward, walking right foot left side of the mat, dropping right knee down. And you can check that back leg is straight. There's a gap between your hip and the ground. Take a prop, so that might be a block or a blanket, closing that gap between right hip and the earth. Maybe you stay lifted. Maybe you walk the arms forward, letting the forehead rest on the arms or on one of your props. We have a longer hold here in this pigeon pose, so if it doesn't feel great in your body, you can always take this and do a figure four lying on the ground. To do so, you come to lie on your back, feet on the floor, knees up, and you'll cross the right ankle, left thigh like a figure four, maybe staying there or maybe interlacing behind left leg to draw the legs in, a little deeper variation. If you're in pigeon or figure four, you're getting that exact same hip opener on the right side. You find this delicate balance where you can feel that opening, that sense of release, but also staying somewhere within your range where you can comfortably breathe. Allow this to be a restful position for the next minute. And slowly you can start to release. If you're in your pigeon pose, you'll walk the arms back in. Come back and do a tabletop. If you're lying on the ground, you can stay lying down. Simply uncross the legs, take a sway of the knees side to side, changing legs at any time. If you were in pigeon and now back in a tabletop, feel free to shake off the legs, just release that longer hold. And whenever you're ready, we'll change sides, stepping left foot forward for pigeon side two, walking left foot right side of the mat, straightening that back leg and grabbing any props to close that gap between left hip and the mat. Hips stay pointed forward. And slowly you could walk arms forward, reclining to let the forehead rest. And if you're not breathing deep, slow breaths, or if you're feeling this urge to fidget a little bit, that's a cue that you don't have enough support, especially under the left hip in a pigeon pose. So feel free to take the time to set this up. Really find this delicate balance where you can get that opening through the outer left hip, but allow this to be a really restorative and restful pose. And we'll take one more breath here in your pigeon or your figure four. Slowly releasing. If you're in pigeon again, you walk the arms in, bring it back to a tabletop, shake off the legs, pedal it out. If you are on your back, you can stay lying down. You're simply uncrossing the legs, bringing knees to chest, taking a little bit of movement to release that longer hold. For those of you in your tabletop, begin to make your way to lie down. Feet on the floor, knees up. And then we'll all prepare for a supine twist. So come to lie on your right side. And you're going to keep the knees bent approximately 90 degrees. Arms can be long on the ground or a cactus shape of the arms. And when you're ready, we're going to open this into a twist, bringing the left arm up and over, reaching to the ground behind you. If that back arm is dangling mid-air, add one of your props. That could be a block, a bolster, just anything that provides support underneath the left arm. Fully supported supine twist. Taking one more breath right here. To release your twist, the left arm comes back up and over. It's like you're closing a book cover. And you just pause, lying on your side, grounding down again. And when you're ready, you'll change sides, coming to lie on your left side, knees bent, arms extended forward. Taking it into your twist, reach that right arm up and over, reaching to the ground behind. If you're using props, you can move them, make sure that back arm is supported, feeling that twist open in the upper back. Again, taking one more breath in your twist. Start to release, bringing that right arm up and over, returning to lie back on your left side. Take a moment right there. And once again, you'll come to lie on your back, feet on the floor, knees up. Grab your bolster, and you can have that nearby. Pressing feet into the ground, you'll lift the hips just enough to slide your bolster under the sacrum, right where the low back and the glutes meet. Hips rest back down on top of the bolster, feeling the supported back bend. It's a restorative bridge pose, gentle opening through the front body, but really feeling that support of the mat and the prop beneath you. And this will transition to legs up the wall, simply extending feet up overhead, very soft bend of the knees, so it's not a hamstring stretch, just letting weight of the legs pour down into the bolster, into the ground. Just a mild inversion, lifting most of the body up above the heart center. Taking one more breath right here. Slowly release feet back to the ground, back to restorative bridge. Just take a moment to pause, reconnect with the earth. And again, you'll press into the feet, lift the hips slightly to move your bolster under the knees. Hips rest back to the ground as the legs extend, feeling that support under the legs to keep that space through the low back. And we finally arrive in Shavasana, our final resting pose. Closing the eyes, just allowing yourself to connect to the support of the ground, the props beneath you. Really feel that hold you here. So you allow yourself simply to let go, come into the state of innate rest. Bringing awareness back into your breath and your body. Can bring some movement to the fingers and to the toes. And it might feel nice to reach the arms long overhead, slowly bending the knees, placing feet on your bolster, maybe the ground. Gently roll onto your side, again, just lying on the ground, finding the connection to the earth. And keeping that state of groundedness, you can press into your hands, come back up into a comfortable seat. Connecting inwards, hands prayer, heart center, big inhale, open mouth, cleansing breath back out. Thanks for joining this practice today.